Sweaty Cop, backed by popular demand, of course, here with Connor Harrington, fellow badass, fellow Muay Thai Whipping member. So today we're going to be breaking down the roundhouse kick. So you'll see this a lot in Muay Thai, kickboxing, even Kyokushin karate. Just going to go over a couple of steps of how to throw the roundhouse kick. So here, I want to be in a square stance. I want to step off to my left. I want to load the left leg. And I want to use my shoulder and my arm as a counterweight so I can use my shin and batter it right across the body as in typical fashion. For Muay Thai, right, we want to be relatively square in our stance, right? And we want to take a slight step off to our partner's opposite foot. We want to take that step off here. And we want to face completely away from him, right? Because we want to take our shin, we want to go right through him. We don't want to touch him, right? We want to blast right through. It's like that. You see a lot of beginners, they'll kick up, no pivot of the foot. And then once they start to get the pivot down, right? And then they get the arm involved, they'll end up falling into this position right here, which is typical and it's perfect. Here, I want to load onto my lead leg and I want to take my right shoulder, right? I want to load it onto my lead leg and then fire it back, like so. Okay, you ready, Connor? I don't want to use the top of my foot. I want to use the lower part of my shin and I want to drive it across his body. So here, I'm loading on my left leg. I want to pivot also. Another thing to remember, you can't get really a powerful roundhouse kick if you're not pivoting. The most important part of a roundhouse kick is that initial pivot. Without that pivot, without the turn, there's no power. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple more. And that's today's roundhouse kick. The most important part, guys, we got to be pivoting on our left foot. If we're throwing right roundhouse kicks, the pivot, the turn is the most important part. Sweaty Cop.